Hello YouTube family, James Green, Short Series Shenanigans. Episode number 2 here. Okay, so this is the cover for, because it's actual Bridgeport Rapid 8, and here's the cover for it, for the drawbar. So it appears that there's like a little bracket or something that may be missing that actually fixes up here to hold this on. It's got some stuff in here. It's got some set screws in the bottom, but there's the cover. I mean, we will put it on once we're done with everything. But anyway, it's got the little grommet and everything, so it's all in shape. But so for best results, make sure you run at 70 to 80 psi. And so we'll go through this whole deal from start to finish. Like I said, I'm not sure how many episodes it's going to take, but so not just, you know, Bridgeport brand Bridgeport, but the power drawbar for it. So it's actually made by Chicago Pneumatic, and because I've had some people already ask about it, it's actually their it's the CP720, so it's the good one, and it actually has Kurt manufacturing number on it up here and serial number and everything. So I mean, it works. We'll go ahead and power it up so you guys can see how it works. It doesn't have to be fastened down, you know, it's not going to flop over the place. And I'll just go ahead and hook some air up and show you. We are going to run an air line to it. Let me get this out of the way here. But so yeah, when I got this, it was dry in here and air was leaking out from the buttons, because like I said, I traded for this, and it was just that no oil had ever gotten to those O-rings. So we took it apart, put some new O-rings in it, resealed it, and it worked great. And then I just put this on here so I could test the air. Some of these lines need to be tightened, but for testing purposes, you just hold it down. Now, I will, because it has sat for a while, before I do set this up, I'm going to go through and oil it one more time in there, because it's sat for several months now without anything running through it. So you guys have seen it operate. It has that one special drawbar that goes in there, and you can see we're going to do a 3-hole pattern. We're going to go ahead and bore out our piece to 5 inches, or just a little bit over 5 inch. We'll do like 5 inch 10 thou, or a little over, and then we're going to do a 3-hole pattern and drill and tap. So we're going to be using both the lathe and the mill in this whole setup. Lots of great stuff. And so I've already kind of went through and did a rough draw, and now we're working on doing the counter bore on everything here. I'll try to get you guys where you can see well here. And I extended out, and I knew there was a lot of chatter, but we'll clean up the other from the other side when I go to clean it up. We just wanted it to where it's a cylindrical bore, but we do want it to look pretty. So we went ahead and pulled some of this, and now we're working on the counter bore right here. And I will zoom you in, guys, a little bit, and we'll continue on with what we got going on here. And I got the garage door open so we won't get fogged out by aerosolized WD-40. That can be a little hard to breathe. So, all right, here we go. Take 30. And we're only going 375 thou deep. There we go. Trying to have these handy here for that. Let's take 20 on this pass. to go here. Let me grab my calipers. 4-inch. Make sure we're doing right. 4-inch, 415 thou. So we got a ways to go still. We can even feed it by hand. Take a quick measurement here. Again, a lot of this, like I said, I'm literally making it up as I go and seeing what'll work and what won't. So we're 4,650. There's a little bit of WD-40 here. Doesn't take much. Several passes, just dig at it. $25,000 seems to be the magic number where it'll chip, where it'll break just about right. If you go much bigger, it turns real stringy. Stop every little bit, clean out this big stringy stuff here. Back up a little bit. Yeah, the 25 thou seems to be about the... Every piece of material is a little bit different. And feed rate, when I flip it in auto feed, we're actually doing, let me see here. We are in E21. 6 thou feed rate, yeah. 6 thou per rev. So 4-inch, 500. So we're almost there. We need to go to 5-inch. my stringies. I have a real aversion to making sure you don't leave a lot of stringy stuff like that hanging in the pan, because I have had in the past, you got to be careful. All it takes is one little piece to grab it. Even though I stand back to the side, it takes just one little bit to sling that whole mess, and you end up with flying razor blades, which is not fun. So if I was doing a lot of this all day, every day of this same setup, I would hunt around and find the right happy setup that creates small chips like this all the time. For this, you know, you're just kind of working through it. 25 to 30 thou seems to be the right with this combination, and we're getting relatively good chip break. It's when I click out and I hand feed that last little bit that it gets long and stringy. Alright, take a quick guesstimate. Again, this just has to be a little bit over 5 inch so we have everything fit in there. And that'll work. We're at 5 inch 200 thou, and that'll be fine. We've got room for everything. It didn't have to be exact 5, but it had to be a little bit over it. And the reason, let me back this out a little bit. I want room, so I'm not going to drill and tap those holes to mount that just yet. I'm going to get everything on there. This is going to be set up. We're going to do a lot of milling it'll actually be this side here, where we have to do all the pocket milling inside and this, that, and the other. Once I get everything to where I know it lines up and the drawbar fits and everything finds its happy place per se, then the last one of the last things I do, or I believe, this is how I've got it pictured in my mind right now, again subject to change, is then I'll transfer punch the 3 holes, we'll drill them and tap them, but we've got a lot of oddball pocket milling inside, and you know, we'll see it in the videos. So let's go ahead, reach in here, and I'm going to do just one little skim right here just to kind of clean it up. I'm going to feed that by hand. Just so it looks real nice, because I was just rough more than that other. And I'm just feeding this by hand. And then we just went ahead and fed across. We went ahead and just fed across, so you get a really, actually I'm going to do a little bit more. Yeah, I need to do a little bit more because there's a little bit of a jog right there. So let's, yep. Just shaping it by hand. A little bit more of a lip. trying to show it, but you'll see. Alright, I figure what keeps making my lip is the back side of this bar right here, so I need to adjust a little bit. The back of that bar was catching it, kept making that. I kept wondering, why the hell did I keep getting another lip on the back, which is fine. We got a lot of extra dimension on here, so I just had to rotate my bar. That's why I'm like, why in the world does it keep getting that stair step? There you go. All right. Now we're just going to come in here. A lot of it's just literally, you know, eyeball. There we go. Where it's smooth. All right. All right. I'm happy with that, and that's good enough. I'm got just a little bit more to clean that mess up right there. God, that was just an irritating, eerily. Let's slow it down. Let's go to 460. See if we can get this chatter mark away. We're almost done. Let's try this. Actually, we need to go back to right there. Long, stringy, snaggy stuff here. Alright, we're done with the boring bar. Let's get it out of the way. Now, all we're going to do is come in here with a tool, and we're going to, you can kind of just pick and choose, literally. Just anything that'll work to break the edges. Let's try. That's going to want to spend time just to turn that tool around. That's going to be, no, here we go. We will use this one to reach in, and we're going to turn it backwards, and we're going to break from the back edge with this. Get this set up. I don't know, I'll be able to get, yeah, I'll be able to get both of those. So we'll just rotate it here a little bit. Let's run the tool in and see. And I'll zoom you guys in a little bit. Again, there's a bunch of different ways to do this. It's kind of, you know, figure it out on your own, see what works. So this takes and it turns the CNMG insert. This one does. It's MCKNR is what it is. And it holds the CNMG insert. So it's an MCKNR. And it holds the CNMG insert to where you use that other corner. rotate it at an angle here. Before we get in there, let's come take a look and see if we're gonna. Yep, we got plenty of clearance on everything. Let's rotate backwards. Gotta rotate clockwise. 460 RPM-ish. That's all we're doing. Oh yeah, it works great. Come over here. That's all we needed. Go ahead and zoom this back out. Of course, you can always, you know, oh yeah. And I got just a little bit more to pull off, and that's when you get to a handy burr tool. Rotate that, get that out of the way. Put an E-stop in. Let's throw this in neutral. There we go. Now we can just reach in here by hand and that'll finish getting that. Oh yeah. There's no sharp edges in there. I'll hold just a little bit farther bit of an angle here. And depending on how you hold your tool, the more you hold it down, the more you can pull it around. Because you want it nice and smooth. Last thing you want is something in there to where, oh yeah, that's nice. There's no way I can cut myself on that. Nothing worse than, you know, them paper cuts. Them paper cuts that kind of bleed and they don't bleed. So now what we're going to do, we're going to flip this, and our overall length on this part is still about, well, we're just under 6 inches, but we still got to take a lot off this back side here. So all we're going to do here is loosen. Well, I'll show you how that's going to fit in there before I loosen that. So yeah, I'm not going to mark these 3 locator holes yet until we actually have everything mounted, and there's plenty of room. You know, I didn't want it fit exactly tight. I want plenty of room, so once this thing goes in here, we're going to be able to find where it is going to work best for the setup. And if we have to, and we may do it, because I can actually take this off, is I will probably relocate these holes myself and get them a little bit further out. I don't know. Again, everything is subject to change at this point. That's the nice thing about doing these projects. It's you do it to where it'll work and you like it. And let's loosen that one. And this one. Go. While we have it out, we'll clean all the aluminum chips out of our jaws. And we'll set up, and you guys have seen people line stuff up with a 4-jaw. It usually takes me a little longer because I don't use a 4-jaw all day, every day, like Adam does, or others. So I'm not as proficient at setting up the 4-jaw as they are. Nose itches. But I do, while I have it off, let's get some of this out of the way. Yeah, I have been stung in the past, not stung, cut, and avoid, pull all that stringy stuff out of the way. And I'm just always trying to clean as I go. You know, I don't keep my machine oil free like some people do. I kind of joke about that, and I have people always sending me hate mail, or hate messages, I call it, about you need to clean that machine off every bit of oil every day. And I was like, well, you got to leave oil on the machine. And one guy boasted about, well, I spend an hour every day after work and I clean every bit of it. And I'm like, you know, then I've had the other guys tell me, you know, it's great I take care of my machine, I leave oil on it, I do a good cleanup once a month, is I, you know, wipe the backsplashes down, clean up, pull the gap and oil, depending on how much coolant I've run, flood coolant, and I give it a good, but I don't sit and put mother's polish on my machine. You know, some people, if that's what makes you happy, more power to you. Me, I want to use it. I want to make stuff. I don't want to sit and polish a machine. So we got the e-stop in here, and we're going to sneak these in. And I can tell these two are the high ones. Food goes. Alright. So what I usually do when I run a 4-jaw and my setup, and I'm not going to show it all on camera, but I'll just do it quick. I usually run it over here and I set up on this side right here, and this is where I usually set up. Rotate that over out of the way so I have room to get everything, and then it's just like everything else. Slide it over here and find where it looks good for you, and I go in straight in at 90. And then we can back off a little preload. That way everything is at 90 degrees. And you guys have seen people load items in a 4-jaw. I'm not going to bore you with it because it usually takes me a little longer. So we're going to face off this end. We're going to bore out to 5 inches, just like we did on the other, to be able to clear everything up top. So there you go. I know this might be a little drawn out, but it's how I do my videos, guys. For those of you that may want to be doing this, it's a piece of 6-inch long by 6-inch diameter 6061 T6 aluminum. It's got a 4-inch bore because you're going to need that. So if you have or you get a power drawbar similar to this, or this may be an idea, having one solid piece that you can make everything out of is a good thing, rather than have a bunch of little pieces moving around. So that's why I chose to go this route. Plus I already had it. So there you go, episode 2 of the Bridgeport power drawbar modification. You guys, thanks for watching, and giving a shout out to All Industrial Tool Supply. You guys, go check them out, and lots of neat stuff there. They even have these. So if you're interested in getting one, give them a call and request a master catalog. Again, this video is going to be on the internet for quite some time. You guys, like I always say at the end of a video, and I mean it, bottom of my heart, take care of yourself and take care of your family, because remember, at the end of the day, you and your family is all you got. Until next time, get out in the shop, mount a power drawbar on your mill there, and have fun doing it. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.